It's scary, but there are people walking around right now. People you shake hands with, laugh with, trust, who feel nothing when they hurt you. No guilt, no shame, no regret. Just silence. And the scariest part? They know exactly how to act human while feeling nothing inside. Imagine this. You're standing in a courtroom. A man sits quietly, hands folded, expression calm. He has just confessed to multiple murders for no reason. Lying, manipulating, breaking people apart like chess pieces. The judge asks, "Do you feel guilty?" He looks up, smiles politely, and says, "No. Should I?" Welcome to the club. This isn't fiction. This is the psychology of psychopathy, the study of why psychopaths don't feel any guilt. A disorder where guilt is a language the brain cannot speak. To understand why psychopaths don't feel guilt, you need to visualize the brain like a movie set. There are actors like emotions, empathy, fear, guilt. And there are directors, the amygdala, the ventromedial prefrontal cortex, the limbic system, basically different parts of the brain which control emotions. In most people, when they hurt someone, these directors scream, "Stop, that's wrong." But in psychopaths, those directors are silent. The lights are on, but the emotional actors never show up. Scientists once scanned the brain of a diagnosed psychopath as he looked at disturbing images, injury, pain, suffering. Where most brains explode with emotional activity, his showed stillness, like a winter lake.
James Fallon was a respected neuroscientist, a father, a husband, a man who spent years studying the brains of serial killers. One afternoon in 2005, he was analyzing brain scans for a research project. He had a stack of scans from murderers and violent offenders, and one scan stood out. No empathy lights, no guilt circuitry firing, a classic psychopathic pattern. He jokingly said to his assistant, "Wow, this guy is dangerous." Then he flipped the scan over and saw his own name. His own brain resembled that of a psychopath. Cold, emotionally flat, low activation in the amygdala. He later admitted, "I don't feel guilt. I don't feel remorse. I don't bond deeply." He wasn't a killer because his upbringing was loving, but neurologically, he fit the psychopathic profile. This became one of the most shocking cases in neuroscience. A psychopath who never turned violent. This is where our story begins, because psychopathy isn't always about violence. Sometimes it's about emptiness. Let's try another example, but a little different profession, but same emotional outcome. Richard Kuklinski, a contract killer, underwent intense psychological testing. He killed without anger, without passion, without fear. He once said, "If I had a conscience, I wouldn't be very good at my job." Doctors found he showed no physiological fear responses. His heart rate stayed steady when describing killings. His emotional empathy was almost zero. His logical thinking was extremely high. When asked if he regretted anything, he calmly said, "No, that's a useless feeling." A textbook clinical psychopath. Imagine scientists showing you a picture of someone crying. Your heart tightens. You feel discomfort. A psychopath looks at it like you'd look at a chair. Just an object. That sentence is the essence of psychopathy. They don't feel guilt. They understand guilt, like an actor memorizing a script, but never feeling the emotion behind the words. Here's where it gets darker. Psychopathy is not created overnight. Many are born with a genetic setup that makes emotional bonding difficult, fear responses weak, and guilt almost impossible to generate. Think of guilt as a brake pedal. You do something wrong, guilt stops you. In psychopaths, that brake pedal is ripped out of the car. Their amygdala, the brain's emotional fire alarm, barely responds. Her research shows maximum psychopaths have 20 to 30% smaller amygdalas than that of average humans. But the real danger is this. Psychopaths learn to imitate emotions, the way some people learn to play instruments. Practice, observation, precision. They learn what guilt should look like, even if they don't feel it. They practice guilt the way a liar practices sincerity. That's why they blend in. That's why they're dangerous. But here's where the story flips. If psychopaths can shut down guilt effortlessly, what if you could learn to shut down your own distractions with the same precision? Not to harm others, but to control your mind, to focus at will, to turn your wandering brain into a laser beam. Because in the next video, we're diving into the psychology of focus and how your brain can be tricked into doing exactly what you want. Stay curious, stay awake. If this opened your mind, comment what topic you want next. And don't forget to save and share this reel with future thinkers.